If you're a diehard sports fan or sports fanatic, then this is the place you want to be. You're now listening to the Bra Migos podcast, the best place for all sports everything. So pull up and let's go.
Yo, you already know who it is. It's your boy Price and Rob, and it's Bruh Me Goes podcast. You already know what it is, bro. We got some things to talk to y'all about today. And the first thing, robbery, a tragedy. We've been bamboozled. We've been led astray. We've been run amok. Last night, if you saw the All-Star game slam dunk contest, Jacob Toppin. Oh, Jacob Toppin. My brother. They robbed that man, Rob. They robbed that man. They robbed us with our two eyes was watching. We was even watching. And they robbed him. It was a 47.5, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Bro. Oh my God. Look, Jaylen Brown, I love you as a basketball player. I really do. You done got paid. You're making more money than Tatum right now. Okay? But as a dunk contest participant, they gave you the charity pass last night. They gave him the Rob. I'm gonna let you take off because I know you wanted to go in a little bit. Go ahead and take off.
I'm amazed. I'm absolutely amazed because like one, I didn't even realize Obi had a brother. I completely forgot. I think because then he played at Dayton too, or something like that.
I think he did play at Dayton too.
But like this dude, like had a 360 East Bay and a sweet one. Like, dude, like granted, he did it in 2 tries. Whoopee. But like just straight up boom, spit that bitch around, bow. And like they were basically like, oh well, that's just nothing. But then Jaylen Brown dunks with his left hand and like, oh my God, how did he do that? And then the whole jumping over old boy in the chair. I don't even care about dude, but jumping over old boy in the chair while he's sitting down. The dude's shorter than me, and I ain't tall. Like, dude shorter than me, jumping over him, and he's like, "Oh my God, how could he do that? What? He did that, and he did the D Brown, which wasn't the D Brown because he didn't put his hands over his face until the motherfucker was safely on the ground." Jaylen Brown, you got pretty privileged last night. All right, you were the biggest name in the dunk contest, and that's how you got by because you were going against Matt McClung, who basically, congratulations to you, sir, you won in Black History Month again. Won again, and then Jacob Toppin, who got robbed, and I can't even remember who the third or who the fourth dude was, but it don't even matter because he didn't do nothing like that. Oh no, Jaime Jaquez. My fault, bro. Representing for the Mexican dogs, homies. But like, you got pretty privileged your ass all the way to the finals. I can't fucking believe it. Jacob Toppin, my brother. We need to lock hands. Everybody, if you're watching this YouTube video, let's lock hands. On Sunday, we're gonna hold hands and we're gonna keep our brother in prayer because you got absolutely robbed of your blessings because you could have won that contest. I know it because your brother got ups, you got ups, your family got ups, like Kenny Smith said yesterday. And Kenny Smith, I know you're going through it too, and I know it's gonna be a long apology. We're gonna get to that in a minute, but it's gonna be a long apology that you probably gonna have either Tuesday or Thursday. But Jacob Toppin, my brother, I'm sorry that happened to you on the grandest stage of them all, as far as dunking. You did not deserve that. They should have gave you more. I don't know why they didn't. I don't know why they hate. Maybe it's because they said it was a second try, but all them niggas did it on the second try. It wasn't like I think the only ones that was like the first try was fucking McClung when he jumped over Shaq. Like every other time, everything else was like second try, third try, whatever. So I don't know why they penalized you. I don't know what they had against you, but hopefully they don't have it, and you can do this again next year if you are still in the league. Because I think you're on G League. So
Yeah, he's G League.
my dog, I'm sorry this happened to you. All right, just know that Bro Amigos podcast really believes that you should have won, and you were absolutely robbed of this contest. Hopefully this doesn't get to you, and hopefully you do come through again. And just hit us up on the show, man. Like,
Hit
we
us
right
up.
here. You see where you can watch us on TikTok and all
You
that. But
see us.
dude, we believe in you. I'm sorry that it happened.
I really am, bro. And that shit was freaking horrible. And I hate to say this, bro. They're going to have to. The judges might have to change or something, bro. I don't know because it befuddles me how people get robbed, and it, could it be a predetermined thing? I don't think that they're going WWE route because that would just be
Yeah.
stupid. But
Yeah.
but it's this is what I'm gonna say. Matt McClung going back to back. That's
Right.
that's his shining grace in this whole thing. He's Matt McClung, the dude who he's not in the NBA. He was a college superstar. He's in the G League. He won the NBA dunk contest twice. Okay. Which, two things to me about this dunk contest. These guys from the G League being included is a good thing because it gives them some show. Okay. The bad part I see about this is whenever people get robbed. Okay.
Yeah.
So people getting robbed is always gonna be a horrible thing. I can't stress this enough that this dunk contest I feel like can be taken to another level if two things. If you're gonna allow those G League dudes in them who coming in them, let them get creative or let them, for example, these guys were the professional dunkers, okay, who always dunk all the time, why not give that league a little bit of exposure too? But NBA, I know that y'all ain't about giving everybody exposure all the time. But give one of the professional dunkers a little bit of exposure, or give a group of them a little bit of exposure to work with the other dunk contest contestants, and let's amp this thing up to another level. Okay, give them a partner, pay the winning duo out. Y'all got the money. Y'all could do like $1.5 million prize pot. Okay, and divide it up 4 ways. Fourth and do fourth and third by the amount of points, and then first and second for the duos. Okay, it's something a little bit extra that you could show. Hey, I'm gonna get a dude who he might be decent in the G League. He high flying. He ain't found his place in the NBA. I'm gonna give him a payday. This is his chance to come make a quick payday with us. He gonna he gonna have to pay them taxes, but he gonna make that money though. He gonna make his money.
Yeah.
I feel like there's other things that we can do to this. Second, these judges, some of y'all gotta get y'all ass the hell about it. It's that simple.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous how we watch people get robbed. And Jacob Toppin being robbed, and I told Rob this right before we started recording. I feel like dunk contest contestants set up their dunks based upon what they have in their bag. If that's in his bag early, he either has some high creativity on the other end, or he's about to show you, hey, bro, I can really, really jump. I'm about to defy gravity in these next couple rounds. And I feel like we got robbed of that. I feel like we got robbed of potentially great dunks, and then we also watch him get robbed because of a name. And let's be real, us, we bro migos, okay? And right now, Price is about to be honest with y'all. You never get to see who you really want to see in the dunk contest. Because let's be real, I would love to see fucking Zion in that bitch. If he, Jesus, 280 pounds, of just flying through the air, Georgia the jungle style, is going at the rim.
You see, they was talking about Ja might get $1 million to go in the contest.
See? But I'd love to see it, though. I'd love to see it. If y'all would pay these dudes, y'all worry about viewership sometimes. Pay them dudes. Go the extra step. You need creative minds? Hit us up. Bro, Amigos podcast down there. I got you. But y'all are gonna continue to kind of wane and get some, I'm not gonna say disappointing results. Y'all not gonna get the high flying results from this that y'all want. Okay? Because I think maybe I don't feel like viewership on this one was as high. I feel like the real stupid high last viewership one was probably Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine.
Yep.
I feel like that, and then like a few in between, and then like I know probably Blake Griffin's one was a highly notable one. The Dwight Howard ones were really good when he was out there, Superman, him and Nate Robinson, going at each other. Those were dunk contests. But y'all are gonna have to pay these dudes and make the incentive worth it. And don't act like y'all ain't got the money, because y'all clearly got the money. Y'all came up with this in-season tournament crap to pay people, so y'all got some money somewhere.
Not even just them, sponsors. Like Sprite has the money basically to do it. Who else? Kia. Kia got some money on them. Like, if they pulled their money together, and especially if you're talking about advertising money and basically people coming in to watch a slam dunk contest, oh yeah, they can basically be like, hey, look, Bron, even though I've gone away from just thinking that this nigga gonna do the slam dunk contest.
It ain't ever gonna happen, bro. It ain't ever gonna happen, bro.
But somebody like a Zion, somebody like Ja, and basically being like, you know what, we're gonna pay y'all each $1 million to do this. They'll do it. I think they'll do it. And granted, Ja wouldn't do it right now because he hurt. But like, and Zion has a propensity of getting hurt. But like, Jonathan Kuminga, somebody posed who would be my Jenkins and Jones. Shout out to Jenkins and Jones podcast. They posed like who would be of current players who my dream four would be, and I was like Zion, Jonathan Kuminga, and then either Malik Monk or Spider Mitchell. Like between those four, I think some of those cats would get paid. Even though I think Donovan Mitchell did do this slam dunk contest before, but like those cats would come through to get paid to do the slam dunk contest. And like, I can't think of too many jump out the gym cats that's still in the league, but like those cats particularly, like, yeah, that would be dope.
I got it for you. I'm painting the picture right here on Bro Amigos podcast.
Go ahead, paint.
Y'all want the ultimate advertising and ultimate competitorship? You gonna take these dudes, pay them, and Sprite and Kia, all you NBA sponsors, we're each gonna give them a one-off commercial using our product or being in our product commercial. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna premiere, walk with me, we're gonna premiere that commercial during the finals. Y'all are already sponsored. You worried about the money? I'm giving you the way to give them the money and then get the money back. You're going to get all of this right back. Whether it be Allstate, whether it be Sprite, whether it be Kia. Can you imagine, Rob, right now?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Matt McClung still wins. They go in them, they write 3 different commercials, those 3 products. They film the commercials, because it's the finals, you got viewership. Okay? So guess what? I'm going to do some crazy shit, and Matt McClung is going to be in 3 crazy-ass, funny-ass commercials for Sprite, Kia, and State Farm, because he going to be next to Chris Paul, because we all know Chris Paul getting the bag over there. It could be Clifford Paul throwing Matt McClung an alley-oop or something. Don't y'all take my motherfucking idea, because I just saw y'all light up over there. that my idea was nice. And you could go out here and then premiere this during the finals. And guess what? Them people gonna eat that up.
Lob City Part 2.
Yeah. I got back the money because even though I'm shooting a spot, I'm about to draw viewership. We coming
Yep.
in during the finals. You know you at least got 4 games of the finals. Hell, you could say if the teams go 1-1, you know you got 5 games of the finals. 3 commercials. I'm gonna premiere one night 1, one night 3, one night 5. And if it look like they might get spot, they might get swept. Night 1, 2, and then 4.
Yep. Lob Neighborhood.
Bro. We giving y'all the gems right now. We're giving you the gems.
For free.
For free. Just come view us right here at Bro Amigos Podcast and go ahead and like, subscribe, and share, and tell your people about us. You already know what's up. What I'm telling you how we gonna make the money and how we gonna do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's easy, Rob. It's easy. All they gotta do is listen to you, boy. All they gotta do is listen.
All they have to do. It's the easiest thing. Listen to us. We're smart.
Just listen to it. But I want to switch gears a little bit. We're gonna talk wrestling a little bit here. AEW bought in the Von Erichs, okay? And I applaud you, AEW. I applaud you. Few reasons. Yeah, Mike and Ross had been, that's Ross, and I want to say Mike is the other brother, but I know Kevin is their dad. Kevin is their dad. So I want to applaud you, AEW, because you're giving a historical, massive figure in wrestling that may not everybody know, but the people in Texas definitely know about the Von Erichs and the history of the Von Erichs, and also the tragedy that went along with being the Von Erichs and Kevin being the one survivor that has had children, because I want to say he had a daughter, Lacey, who wrestled in TNA at one point, but now his 2 boys are in wrestling. They went to the stage Friday night. They wrestled. They won Dustin Rhodes' side. We're not going to talk about the match, but my point here is this. I like to see this being one of the tragedies that it was so tragic how he lost his sons and now Fritz is gone, and how he lost his firstborn Jack and Kevin the only one is alive, and how they went through all of this. I enjoy seeing this as being somewhat of a happy ending for them, because WWE was just known for being a territory killer and helped kill off world-class wrestling. I'm not going to tell you the explicit thoughts of the words that I was saying about you, just not WWE, but just know it wasn't nothing too kind in my head, just to let you know. So it gave me a warm feeling Friday. I'm not gonna lie, it gave me a warm feeling to watch that, because it gave me hope that a company that's trying to stick to wrestling is trying to at least give us another spin, or I'm gonna say a tale of there's a greener pasture to what happened to that family. And now we get to see them possibly flourish, and I would love to see them flourish. And this is something that I truly I'm for this. I'm for this. Did you get to check them out a little bit and stuff, Rob?
No, I didn't get a chance to, but I heard good things about it, and I know AEW's been really trying to for and represent pro wrestling, and which is good. Like there needs to be an alternative. We both are wrestling fans. Like been watching it since we were wee tykes. And essentially, there being an alternative, a viable alternative that is on a national network, it's best for everybody. It's best for people that are working within these companies, and B, people that want to watch something else. Just watch something else and just be able to be like, okay, I seen that, now I can see this. But no, like the Von Erichs, if you guys, watched. I haven't seen Iron Claw either. I've watched the documentary about the Von Erichs. It's heartbreaking. There's
Oh,
no
it
other
is.
way around it.
Oh, it is.
It's one of it's rest one of wrestling's great American tragedies. And I don't really want to go through all the other tragedies that's happened with pro wrestling, but it's one of the biggest ones, and it's a crazy one. It's crazy to think of how much that family is basically got their legs kicked out from under them with just different things that have happened. But yeah, I mean, it was good for AEW. Good on them, especially with Dustin having the ties to him when he was his daddy and everything. So no, it's dope that they actually are getting a chance to be showcased and shown off. If people can learn more about their history, maybe not in the bad ways, but know about the Von Erichs and the Freebirds and how much they influenced guys like Stone Cold. They grew up in Texas, and basically, him always talking about going down to the nah, that was Ed Ogeron. Going down to the sportatorium and basically watching them, on Saturdays and stuff. And so like it's dope that they are getting a chance to, and when Iron Claw comes out, I can't wait to see it and cry.
Yeah.
So
Oh, and just for correction, it's Ross and Marshall, or what they're going
mm,
by wrestling is Ross and Marshall. Just had to go back check my notes, but it is, bro. It just made it because it made me think, because I'm being a person, lost my dad, I lost my brother, and it made me think. Fritz was an old man. You lost your first Jack. You only
mm,
the only person that made it out was Kevin, because he
mhm,
lost David, he lost Kerry, he lost Mike, Chris.
mhm,
It's just so many that he is so much the loss there, and to see another side of this come out, it's like, oh
mm,
man, it's like I'm just so happy for them. Like I'm genuinely happy. I'm glad that family is seeing something, and it's pushing in the right direction. And I'm gonna be totally honest. I hope that if you guys can go in AEW and make an impact and become a huge name and help right the ship and help push AEW, and they push everything in the right direction, hey, you never know. Maybe AEW might put a little dent in WWE maybe in due time. Maybe they might get a little hit back, WWE being a territory killer that it is, get a little justice, just a little justice back, Rob. Just a little
yeah.
justice in there. But I just had to talk about that a little bit. But now we're gonna switch things back to the NBA, and I gotta talk about this. So, Bucks, I have a beef per se. Hold on, I'm not gonna call it full fledged beef with y'all just yet. But I have a discrepancy. There we go. I have a
There we
tiny
go. Yeah.
discrepancy with y'all. So you fired a coach, talked about that, and then you hired another coach who is infamous for, just selling the bag,
Screwing the pooch.
pretty much. And then we're trying to look, and it's people that y'all want to overlook what's going on. Like I said in another episode, I feel like Doc backdoored that man. I feel like he backdoored that man.
I, I I don't know them well enough to basically say that it is true, but the consequential evidence
I'm
has
just saying.
just feels like it's just little dirty Mac Doc,
And
you
I'm
know.
just saying, Dirty Mac and Doc was out there. I feel like, and he showed you that he's Dirty Mac his way back into a head coaching position, and they're 3-7 in the last 10 games.
Mhm.
So I don't know what y'all saw up there in the front office or what went on, because Giannis said that everything was cool between him and the other coach. But now y'all saying that it wasn't look, that Giannis wasn't the fault and this and it wasn't Dame,
Lie.
but a bunch of people are
Yeah.
saying he ain't coached defense, but hell, they was outscoring everybody and they were number 2 in the East at the time. And even though they've only dropped, one, they're 3-7 in the last 10. Dame Lillard's production has went down. So, audience of Bro Amigos podcast, I'm trying to figure out personally, um, if you're a Bucks fan or if you're rooting for Giannis, try to get him another one, him and Dan. Um, I want to know how you feel because I know how I feel, and I feel like Doc Rivers finessed him a job after all the
Mm.
money he didn't made. he, he said, "I need another one." And when finessed him a job, I feel like he backdoored this man, got a job, and then after that, he just he's been downhill, and I don't feel like Doc is. Look, I believe it was a point in time where I believed in Doc whenever he had first left Boston. He got Blake, he got
Mm.
CP, Lob City. They had that really good run that year, and then people got hurt. And I was like, man, Doc is really close with that group of dudes over there. They not exactly Ray Allen, Rondo, KG, and Paul Pierce, but damn it, they made a hell of a run. They got JJ, they got good role players, they got superstars. And
Yep.
now you got Damian Lillard, who's a highly offensive guard, and he's great at it. And Giannis, who's a huge two-way player, and who's developed somewhat of a jump shot. You had a hell of a lineup over there. Bobby Portis and all of those guys. And now we're 3-7 in the last 10 games. What the fuck is going on? Like, what happened? Like, nobody is addressing this. The house is on fire and ain't nobody panicking right now. Nobody is panicking. We acting like it's fine over there. The smoke ain't that bad right now. And it's
You
like,
saying that
do you
we
not
the
see
dog in the
this?
meme?
Yes, you are. I am the dog in the meme. Like, that's what they acting like, the dog in the meme right now. Like, y'all don't see this happening, bro. Nobody is panicking right now. We went from winning to, to now we losing. It was somebody went in the house and cut the damn lights off, bro. They just went in there. Everybody was moving around. We was trying to avoid the trip wires for the bombs, and then all of a sudden somebody said, "It'd be a real funny joke if I go and cut the lights off right now." And just I can't explain it, bro. I can't explain it. And y'all act like y'all ain't seen Doc do this before. He just did it. He had James Harden. James Harden and Embiid couldn't wind up getting it done. And now he's proven it's a lot of y'all who are like, well, we wouldn't have got to see Tyrese Maxey shine. This is true. But James is still winning with the Clippers. That Clippers team looks really good right now. So why aren't we see this is the thing, right? Some coaches get
Mm.
fired and it's unjustifiable. Okay? They don't justify it in a way that's a reasonable one. And then some coaches get fired and it's justifiable. But then some kind of way a coach like Doc Rivers slips back through the cracks after losing and he make it back in here and then he do this right away and nobody is worried about his past 10 years of meltdowns and crap in the final. Like, overlooking it. We're overlooking it. Why, Rob? Why are we overlooking this?
Well, I'll tell you one of the main reasons why we're overlooking it is because Doc is very nice. He's a very, very nice man. Very charismatic man. And I think that it's two reasons. It's that he has, for all intents and purposes, Doc is a championship winning coach, and Doc all usually has his teams very high up. Like they are top three seeds all the time. They're always great. They're one of the best teams in all the league. Then he fucks up in the playoffs, but usually in the regular season he's fine. Another reason is I think that this is still within the last 10 games. Like it's still very early. But I will say, as you guys may have seen, the Bucks did lose to the Grizzlies and didn't really look all that great while having Giannis and Dame playing a fair amount of the game. Like, and you might think like, oh well, it's the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are usually pretty good. When I say none of you could name a Grizzly that played in that game, and the only reason I can is because I watched the motherfucking game. Y'all, they didn't have Ja. They didn't have Steven Adams. They didn't have Jaren Jackson. They didn't have Marcus Smart. They didn't have Desmond Bain. They didn't have none of them. They had some dudes. And granted, those dudes played well. And those dudes absolutely played their ass off. And you could see like towards the end of the game that they was kind of losing a little gas and then they picked it back up. That's a testament to Taylor Jenkins and his coaching staff and everything like that. But those cats beat one of the best teams in the East. And it looked like a banner hanging performance. And they felt like they won the championship. Because they basically did. Like they shouldn't have won that game. And Doc saying, hey, some of our guys in Cabo already, that is probably true. But you got to be the one that keeps them on the ship. And granted, you only been there for a few games. But that's on you, my bro. That's on you to basically right that ship. And we're going to have to see like what they're going to look like coming out of this break. Because I'm pulling up their schedule. So like they're going to be like upcoming. They got the Timberwolves on Friday. Like you motherfuckers need to get your ass back in back in gear. Because that can't happen when you're losing against a team like that. That's not saying, like I said, not saying anything bad about the Grizzlies, but they are fucking depleted. Like beyond depleted.
Number one broke.
So here's my
and so yeah,
here's
you
my
guys need to you guys are gonna lose it.
This is what's bad, okay? Desmond Bain is your leading right now because you know with Ja being out, Desmond Bain is leading that team in points. I want to say assists and field goal percentage, okay? Which Desmond Bain is a hell of a player. I'm not gonna lie. He's one of them dudes that he's the and I don't mean to say it like this, but I feel like this. He's definitely gonna be like the next high end Klay Thompson. Like real talk. But just to clarify what Rob was telling y'all, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys, okay? For Memphis. Memphis' leading scorer the other night was Zaire Williams. Okay? Mm-hmm. It's a lot of y'all couldn't tell me about Zaire Williams.
Couldn't pick him out of a police lineup.
Couldn't pick him out of a police lineup if you had them. Okay? You'd wanna be played the other night for 11 minutes for them. Okay? Y'all are acting like these dudes are like some dudes that like GG Jackson played the other night. Like this is
his ass off too.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. This is a dude who's averaging like a very few points a game, bro. Dude is averaging.
He's actually like the dude. Basically, I think they said he would be in his freshman year right now because he left school as a junior.
Yep.
And then I guess went somewhere else and then basically got picked up by the Grizzlies. But yeah, he essentially would be in college as a freshman in college right now.
Yeah. He's averaging like 11 a game right now. Okay. But y'all got beat by Derrick Rose didn't play, bro.
Nope.
Like Luke Kennard didn't play. He's out ankle. Derrick Rose is out ankle. Ravaya is out ankle. Bain didn't play. And on the other side, here's where our discrepancy, and this is why I say the house is on fire. Other night, Bucks lineup, Jay Crowder, Giannis, Brook Lopez, Damian Lillard, Beasley played, Bobby played, Beverly played, Pat Connaughton played.
Yep.
A bunch of people that are vets and they put in work. Now, granted, Dame had a horrible game. 7 for 21. He had 24 points. Giannis played a highly efficient game. 15 to 17. Okay, Jay Crowder, 2 of 4. Brooke Lopez, 5 of 14. Beasley, 3 of 10. Now, it's a bunch of y'all are going to probably say, hey, um, Malik Beasley, this, he shot bad. Okay, but why did we lose a 3-point game to a team that is suffering without its stars? They
Barely
don't,
has any pros.
yes, they don't have the manpower right now. They do not have the manpower. And y'all are just cool with this right now. And the Bucks are 12 and 14 on the road. You lost to a team that's 7 and 20 at home. They're 7 and 20 at home. Like I said, Rob, nobody is saying, hey, maybe we need to hit the panic button a little bit. Maybe we went wrong with this coaching change. Nobody is saying that right now.
Mm-hmm.
If one of y'all not getting chewed out in the Bucks front office right now, whoever is your manager must be in Cabo with the players right now. He gotta be out there in Cabo where everybody else is. We should not be taking and have Cabo mindset, and we're just getting to the All-Star break. You're not out of the running. You're not out of the rankings. You're not out of the standings. You're number 3. And you mean to tell me some of y'all then took the night off, y'all already in Cabo? Y'all let Cleveland pass you? Boston is number 1. The Knicks are biting at y'all heels right now. They coming up. And Philly is behind them. Indiana ain't too far behind them. So the gap is this. Right now, it's between Milwaukee and Indiana. It's a 4-game gap, Rob. It's a 4-game gap. We still got the back half of the season to play. Y'all can lose that 3rd spot and end up in 7, 8, or out of the playoffs because y'all are quote unquote Doc is letting y'all take the night off. The hell with this? I could understand you saying, Doc, if you would have came out there and told me that, hey, we about to go into the break, I told dudes, relax. We gonna take the night off. If that's what you told them, I'd rather you come out there and be honest and tell me that as a fan, so I know to think that we were gonna walk through Memphis tonight. Them dudes didn't play like they should have played, I'd have rather if you just came out there and told me that if I'm a Bucks fan. But instead, you're going to say, some dudes are just out in Cabo. Doc, put your foot in somebody's ass right now. Put your foot in their ass and make them play. This is your job. This is why you're quote unquote Doc. Man, Robert, if being a nice guy is getting him paid, bro, me and you need to go be nice guy coaches. F that, bro. We need to go ahead and slide. Man.
Very nice man.
The best. Because guess what? That ain't, to me, it ain't right. It damn sure ain't right. Hell. But you know what, Doc? I'm going to let you live. But moving on, Rob has a new segment coming in. Go ahead and tell him about it, Rob.
So, guys, we at Bramigos Podcast, we like to entertain y'all. And so entertaining y'all, we like to have little segments that we want to basically bring and try to bring everybody in. Because what we hear, we're the Bramigos Podcast, but we're bros too. We're bras, we're bros, we're all that. And so this segment I like to call Group Project. This is something that is near and dear to my heart, at least for the last week, and something that I've been thinking about for us to kind of come in together to basically solve things within the world, help us all, help all the bras. All right. And so this week, Group Project, as you guys know, we're in a weekend, 3-day weekend, 4-day weekend for others, but it's President's Day on Monday. But from Monday, President's Day, all the way into Memorial Day in May, at the end of May, we ain't got no holidays, bro. None. We got nothing that's really getting people off of work. So here at Bramigos Podcast, and with you guys in the audience, I want to basically help make a holiday. We need something in between that 3 month span or 2 month span, whatever it is, I can't count, to basically have a holiday that we can basically be off and have some time to ourselves. So I was just kind of thinking, like, okay, where could I place a holiday, and just and look, I'm not the president of this idea, even though I'm one of the members of Ramigos podcast, which is basically making this whole thing up. I want you guys to tell me what is a good time, like what is a good holiday in that span. So I'm gonna look at the calendar and I'm gonna blindly point somewhere on the calendar to basically where I want to have a holiday. And I'm looking at April 17th. And you're
Oh,
like, hey, April 17th, what is that? You know, there's there's stuff happening, even though Jackie Robinson's day is not too far from that on the 15th.
yeah.
There's other stuff that's happening around that time. Like, what could be so specific to be, that we could select that? It's National Blah 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 Day. And you might be thinking, why would I want National Blah 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 Day to be a day that I'm going to basically, celebrate? Because you get to get off.
Yes.
Get off of work, have time to yourself, and be like, you know what? I think today should be about me. And you know what you should do on blah 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 day? Blah 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 the fuck off. Like, just basically do nothing, okay? And granted, like I said, we've made a lot of holidays into our own. And this is one of them that could be made for our own. But I need you guys. I need you guys to champion this. I need you guys to join in with me
Join
as
in.
far as making a holiday. And it doesn't have to be blah 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 day. It could be any day. So we got Emancipation Days on the 16th. We could go to other days on the calendar. We can do whatever it is that we want. So let's look at March 21st. Just very randomly. Okay, there's nothing on March 20th. Well, no, there is March 21st. So we got Common Courtesy Day. Our jobs could do the common fucking courtesy to let us off that day.
And
Let's
pace.
look at, March 6th, National Dress Day. You know what I like to dress in? My motherfucking PJs all damn day because we got an off day that day. We need to either take in one of these holidays and give it to us, give it back to us, the people of this fine world, and we need to basically have a day off in between because that's a fucking long stretch. And I don't like that stretch of days. We need something for us. So join
Yes.
me in this group project in basically trying to see what we can do about having a day off that we can basically love and just be the fuck off.
Yes.
Like, that's what I want.
And don't none of y'all holler about. Oh well, there is a holiday. It's called Easter. Easter's on Sunday, and most people are already off on Sunday, so it don't count.
Right.
That don't even count. Now, if they were willing to combine Easter into a 2-day holiday and make it Sunday and Monday, and we got Monday off, then you wouldn't even be complaining. I'd probably
Or give
shut
us
up
Good
about
Friday,
it.
just
Yes,
something.
we need something, people. We need something extra to get through this. Now, I don't know if a lot of y'all have been paying attention because this is where we start to wind it down, but we're gonna end up probably ranting and talking about this right here. So,
Mhm.
Rob, the hell is wrong with these goddamn cheap ass jerseys they're trying to give us in the MLB? These jerseys used to be swaggerific, dog. What is going on?
Bro, I'm befuddled, led astray, bamboozled. Y'all heard this before. Look, MLB basically with Fanatics and Nike have created new jerseys. Now, back in my day, which is last fucking year, you had jerseys that basically were sewn in. They look because MLB jerseys, they have a way about them. They're not basketball jerseys. They have a old school kind of approach to the way that they look. These motherfucking stamped on painted jerseys that they got, which Rob Manfred, which fuck that guy, he basically was like, these jerseys are supposed to be like performance wear for the fans, and they're supposed to be something that get the fuck out of here. Like, look, if y'all go ahead, y'all Google some of these jerseys. These jerseys suck. And not
Yes.
in a bad, not they're not too far off as far as the design goes, but these jerseys stink. And like they're just cheap. They don't look anything more than what you would get out of, you know, KB Sports, the little spot that basically you get all your souvenirs and trophies from, that just basically so happens to paint on jerseys because they got they got some kind of deal. Like these jerseys don't look good. And as you've seen, like a lot of people showing the jerseys, the letters are basically all scrunched in together. The numbers look smaller. Like these jerseys stink. And
Big time.
the fact that MLB is still trying to have you buy these jerseys for $200 is a fucking travesty. MLB, people already don't like you. They don't. They don't care. And you know what? Not like is basically a bad thing, because to not like you have to care. And they don't care about you. And what you're doing right now is making people care about you even less, because nobody wants to buy your fucking jerseys that look so goddamn cheap. They look like the old ass uh just jerseys that you would basically get for like $25 out of the half price store. They don't look good, man. Like y'all need to do something about this as far as making y'all jerseys look good. Like y'all going the cheap route is not going to help anything, especially if y'all want people to pay absorbent prices for these jerseys. Like it's not going to work. Even if you're saying, well, these are for performance wear, these is what the fans are going, or these are what the teams are actually going to wear. That ain't enough. People ain't gonna want to wear something and pay a lot of money for something that they don't like to wear and they won't wear, because they'll probably just go find the old jerseys and go from there. Like y'all need to figure this shit out. Y'all are not in a position to negotiate. Y'all are in a position to try and bring people in. And we've talked about this ad nauseum before. Y'all have done a better job than y'all have done in the past. Y'all are taking a major step back by parading these fucking jerseys out here. It's not gonna work. It's not good. Do something about it before you guys lose all the goodwill that you had. Y'all bringing in more people. Y'all are basically showcasing off the younger stars that are really good. Make the jerseys accompany them and make people want to get them, so that you guys can make a little bit more money and these guys can make a little bit more money. But y'all hurting yourselves and y'all fucking yourselves over. And I don't know how y'all don't understand it. I really don't.
So
Rob Manfred, do better, be better.
on top of that, I quote, and this is from a quote unquote Orioles veteran pitcher. Okay, this is the quote. I think that the performance where might feel nice, one veteran position player said, but they look like knockoff jerseys from TJ Maxx. I feel like that's like enough said about that. Nobody wants to wear the knockoff jersey from TJ Maxx.
Like that what you want, MLB? That's what you want? Not even that your player is saying it, but the fact that that's something that I can agree with. You want that? That's what you want out of your game? That's what you're trying to sell? You're supposed to be selling this game, Manfred. You're not doing a good job of selling this game if you can't get your Jersey folks in line. You need to do something. Throw them out there, something. Just be like, look, we need to go ahead and go back to the drawing board and make this better, because y'all fucking sucking right.
I'm gonna say this. As we wrap this up, I have to say this about this, Rob. They're quote unquote. I'm gonna read some of the statistics on it. Okay. So these jerseys are made of at least 75% of recycled content as part of Nike's uh, move to zero sustainability journey towards zero carbons and zero waste. Okay. So it says that it's supposed to have stitched multi-layered twill numbers and letters, heat applied twill logos. Okay. The Nike swoosh apparently is going to be embroidered. They made sure that shit was embroidered there. Recycled polyester low carbon emissions than virgin, lower carbon poly emissions than virgin polyester. The dry fit wicks away moisture. and it has a satin woven jog tag. Okay, so these are supposed to be more performance. Okay, and with a lightweight fabric now. Now I don't know about y'all. Okay, as part of culture, you used to be able to put on a jersey and look fly. Saint Lunatics made baseball jerseys look fly. Reason I got
Yeah,
baseball jerseys. Yeah. Uh,
batter up.
batter up. Uh, Hip hop did throwbacks, baseball, some hockey jerseys, race car jackets whenever you get the boosting. But I don't know about this one, Rob. I just
Like
don't.
they put all those words about how it's recycled and not a bunch of words about how they trash.
Yeah.
All that to say, yeah, we got recycled fabrics. It's supposed to be look all that to say they ain't trash when they really are. Sad.
My question is, what does this do to the different jersey variations? You know how like they have like the connect the city connect uniforms and all of
Mhm.
the different throwback ones and stuff. How y'all gonna do this? Because a lot of people like those connect uniforms and the throwbacks and like the different nights of these. How y'all gonna work this? Because I don't see this being something that people are gonna be like, man, them shits is fly. And since we using 75% recycled crap, or we gonna get a 75% discount, or these prices dropping 50 or 70%. Cause to
Right.
get a real jersey gonna run you about between I'm gonna say 140 and 170. If you
Yeah.
want the one
At
that they
least.
wear. You know, Nike, since we recycling, love products, I'm expecting that money to come down. Cause I don't feel like these are gonna be it.
Not getting the same value.
Nah.
Not at all.
It doesn't look like the same value. It doesn't feel like the same value. And I know it's gonna be some people say, oh, but it's not for you to wear as a fashion statement. It's for I know it's one of y'all out there. Okay, it's one of y'all.
Bullshit.
Exactly. I don't even want you to even to try to hit me with that because dirty. This is hip hop. We've been hopping since hip, nigga. You
Yep.
come on now. We watch culture and people come up with this and it's just been too much. And now y'all I feel like y'all ruining something. Y'all ruining something. Now unless this goes out there and you telling me that these jerseys are about to up home run percentage across the board by about 10 or 15%, then I might shut up then. I might shut up if it ups performance for everybody by 10 or 15. I'd be like, well, the new Nike jerseys do help people perform better. And I mean,
Still.
I'm gonna have to hit you with the. Then you definitely might get me to shut up about it. But as far as a fashion statement, no, this ain't it, Chief. This ain't. But with that being said, we are Bruh Migos podcast, and we're here to give y'all guys funny moments and be here and be us and like, subscribe, tell your friends about us. Bruh Migos podcast. You see us Twitter, TikTok. We're everywhere, baby. We're everywhere. Come holla at your boys. Like, subscribe, rate us. Come to the comment section. We're gonna probably, maybe soon, start going live. Have y'all in here live time, Set up a time, tell y'all come through and come see us. But with that being said, I'm Price. That's Rob, the homie, Bruh Migos podcast in the building. But we out. See y'all later. Cause we don't have no more Taylor Swift. Yeah. Um. No more Taylor
Oh,
Swift.
what I meant to ask you, how did you feel about the LED courts with the All Star game? Like, I fuck with them.
Yeah, I do. I do. I do. I do.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
like
nice
I
though.
thought that was a nice little piece.
Yeah, that is a nice little piece. But besides that, good night, Beyonce. Yeah, Texas Hold'em. I seen
Mm.
y'all out there jigging. in that shit Jay-Z let you come
On
outside
March
the
29th,
house.
yeah, we gonna be in there two-stepping it.
Yeah. I seen how Jay-Z let you come out the house. We was all watching the other day. We was all watching. If you lie to yourself in front of your woman right now and say I wasn't looking at Beyonce, you a goddamn lie.
Shit, she was probably looking too.
Hell yeah. Shit, everybody in the hub would have been looking. But with that being said, good night. We out.
Thanks for checking out this episode of the Bra Amigos podcast. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode.